Welcome back, everybody. It is IGPodCon. We're back with episode 3 in our playthrough series here on the Elder Scrolls Online. In this video, I want to talk about companions, everything to do with companions. Here in the beginning, we're going to go over the overview, kind of discuss why you want them, where to get them, why they're awesome, all that good stuff. Everything companions, essentially. And then we're going to go over the first companion I actually am going to go get and why I'm choosing him. His name is Zerith Var. I personally feel he's best in slot for your first companion, and we'll discuss more about that later here in the video. After we do discuss everything companions, I am actually going to go play through the first companion unlock quest. We're going to go unlock Zerith Var and do the whole quest, but we're going to get the information you need here about companions out of the way early on, so if that's all you're here for, definitely strap in. It'll be quick and easy, painless, I promise. And you can just get the information about companions real quick and easy. You don't have to follow along with me actually playing through the quest line if that's not something you enjoy. Absolutely, as always, definitely like the video. Helps the channel grow. I'd really appreciate it. I do this as a hobby and for fun, but we are trying to build a badass Elder Scrolls Online community here on my YouTube channel. Also, subscribe, stay up to date if you want to see other content when I release it. It's completely free to do. It just notifies you on your phone, lets you know, hey, I put out a new video, and then you can decide if that's something you're interested in watching. Alright, let's actually go ahead and dive in here. As always, comment down below if you have anything to add to the conversation, any tips or advice. If I misstate something or make a false statement, please correct me down in the comments. I don't get everything always right. I am still learning, as I'm always forever a noob, essentially, right? Alright, so companions. I went over here to the help section, and this actually breaks down a lot of stuff, and this will help me keep on point when talking about companions. Let's actually read through some of this stuff here. Overview. Companions are non-player characters who can aid you on your adventures throughout Tamriel. Once called to your side, these stalwart allies will assist you both in and out of combat. Fighting alongside your companion and taking actions they approve of will improve their effectiveness and allow you to build rapport. As you earn their trust and strengthen your bonds of fellowship, your companion may share personal quests with you. So as you build up that rapport, it'll actually unlock more of their quest line. It's several parts, and it's badass. You actually get to know the backstory of your companion. It's really cool how they did it with you. You may also give them companion-specific gear and customize them however you see fit. You can change their costumes, their outfit, their gear, their skills, everything, man. It's just like having a buddy with you and you telling them kind of what to do, essentially. How to access your companion. Companions can be found in many places throughout the world. To find them naturally on their journeys, please refer to the help guide for the companion you're interested in. You can also accept their quests directly from the Collections, Allies, Companions menu to get underway. Once you've completed the companion's initial quest, you can summon them at any time by clicking their icon in the Collections, Allies, Companions menu. We'll actually we'll put on our quick slot or whatever, our will, and we'll be able to summon them a lot faster that way. Companions can also be assigned to a hotkey for easy summoning from your allies. Hotkey is what I meant to say. Now this is listing off Tanloran, Zerith Var, Sharpest Knight, and Xander, Ember and Isabel, Bastion and Miri. I will say here on a side note, Bastion and Miri were the first ones to come to the game. They're very difficult to level up the rapport. There's a lot of things they don't like, and they complain a lot. A lot of people don't like them. It was the first take that Bethesda had on companions, so it was definitely rough. And they've made several huge improvements, now ending with the newest ones, Tanloran and Zerith Var, and these guys are happy-go-lucky. They're on, basically, it's like they're stoned, man. They're always happy. They love everything. Very little things, very few things you can do to actually upset them. Alright, let's talk about the rapport system and what that is, how it works with companions. Rapport actually measures how well you and your companion get along. So you're building a bond, right? Each companion has their own set of ideals and preferences. They comment on different actions you take and things you encounter in the world based on these preferences. Figuring out what your companion likes and acting accordingly increases their rapport with you. Conversely, behaving in ways your companion dislikes or saying things they disagree with will decrease their rapport. And we'll actually go over to the website, the ElderScrollsOnline.com, and we'll talk about Zerith Var's pros and cons, or whatever, what he likes and what he dislikes, and kind of what we're going to focus on to max him out as fast and as efficient as we can, so that way we can build that rapport to max. The biggest recurring boost to a companion's rapport occurs when the companion is active and you can complete specific daily quests that are meaningful to them. For example, completing the Fighters Guild daily with Miri or the Mages Guild daily with Bastion will add a significant amount of rapport each day. it will actually add 125 rapport, and you need thousands of rapport to max it out. So doing that daily every day with that companion is the best way to go. That way you can get it done with, I would think, under a month's time it would take to max one of these out. Maybe you can do it faster, I don't know. I haven't found a way yet, but moving on here, companion behavior changes depending on their rapport with you. They could even leave you for a time if rapport gets bad enough, so they will abandon you. That's kind of cool. It says here, a positive rapport, on the other hand, offers rewards and bonuses such as permanent keepsake, additional quests, and the ability to unlock a companion as a house guest. So you build up your rapport, you can put them in your mansion and actually design where they walk, why they walk that way. They'll talk to you, you can interact with them. It's pretty badass, dude. Positive rapport also increases companion experience points gained based on your rapport level. So as you level up rapport, they'll actually start to gain more experience, and I think they max out at level 20 or 30. But you can see down here, as your rapport is increasing, you're going to gain 5, 10, 15, and 20% more experience points when using them. Their appearance, and we'll just touch briefly here. Each companion can be customized in multiple ways. They can wear any of your collected costumes. Although you cannot hide their faces, companions come with their own mount, but can also use any of the mounts that you've unlocked. So I like to put some of my badass mounts that I've collected and paid for on my companions, so that way I can see them while seeing the one I'm using. When you summon your own mount, they summon theirs too and ride along with you. To customize your companion, simply interact with them, open up the dialogue. Select the companion's menu options and choose collectibles tab in the top right. You can change costumes and mounts on this tab. If you want to edit is what it should say, right? I don't know what that letter is. A companion's outfit, you must use, I guess that might just be no, it's definitely a glitch. Must use an outfit station before applying the outfit through the companion's menu. Each companion also provides a unique non-combat benefit while they are active. And this is the biggest reason right here why you want to level up the rapport. Because once you've maxed the rapport, you'll have access to this benefit permanently, even if you're not using that companion anymore. Truly bonding with your companion makes that benefit permanent. So when we talk about Zerith Var here in a moment, we'll go over his perk, what he actually offers. And once we get that rapport maxed with him, we'll have access to it all the time. We can actually switch to a different companion and start leveling them, and we'll still have access to his perk. And his perk is juicy, so there's combat overview here, talking about all that good stuff, combat customizations. You can actually decide which skills and which order they use. Their gear, you can equip them with different gear. Once you have a companion out and questing with you, which is why I recommend getting them here early on in your account, one of the first things you should do is get a companion. The companion gear will start to drop from bad guys, chests, stuff like that, and then you can equip it and or sell it on the guild trader for some extra gold. Companions and housing, like I said, you max out the rapport, you can actually put them in your house. Availability. Your companion's level and combat selections carry across all characters. So as you level them up, if I max level Zerith Var on this character and I build another character, he'll be max level on that one. But his rapport will start off in the middle. So you have to build the rapport again to get that perk unlocked. It's something you don't want to do on every character. It sucks. This is something you want to focus on your main character that you're doing all your questing and all your main stuff on, essentially. That way you can still use your companion when you're building other characters that way they're badass, or they're still max level, max gear, and all that stuff. They're going to be out there helping you play through the game on alt characters, but you don't care about the perk as much because you're just zooming up alt characters as extras, essentially. Your main is where it actually matters to me, anyway. Companions are available to participate in majority of overland content. You can summon your companions from your quick slot or from your collections menu out of combat. They can assist in questing, defeating world bosses, completing dungeons, exploring delves, and more. However, companions cannot participate in PvP. You cannot call your companion to Cyrodiil, Imperial City, or Battlegrounds. You also cannot call your companion inside houses. So, it has a little bit of restrictions, and that's good because it would just lag out PvP in my opinion. PvP already struggles. It's lag city a lot of times if you get a big Zerg going on, but players can have only one companion active at a time. Companions count toward a player limits and grouped content, and are not available in arenas. So, if you're in an undaunted dungeon and you only have you and 2 friends, your companion actually will join you to make a 4th, and he will run the dungeon with you. It's pretty damn cool. Or if you want to run a dungeon by yourself but you can't find a group in the group finder, you and your companion can play the dungeon by yourself. It's barring you're good enough, you know what I mean, and powerful enough, you two can get through almost several of the dungeons. Obviously not all of them, because some of them you actually have to have 2 players where they stand at different locations to unlock doors and shit. But for the most part, they can help you in almost everything. This talks about controlling your companion. If you want to use special buttons to make them do certain things, you can actually decide when they use their ultimate. So that is a brief overview. I know it was a little longer than you probably liked, but it covers everything. And you can come through and read all this on your personal time if you choose to. But I just want to cover the big topics. What they do, what they're about, why you should get one, how to build them up, and why. So the next thing I will say is we're actually going to go into our collections. This is where we're going to find ours. We're going to go to Allies, Companions. And you can actually click on them, it said, but for some reason it's not working. These ones I've unlocked on another character. So I can actually come here and I can hit E, and it will accept the quest for Zerith Var. And it tells you which quest you got to beat to unlock them. So I must complete the quest, A Moonlit Shadow, before you can summon this companion. Zerith Var is who we want. So I'm going to click E. Boom. You'll see it gave me the quest starter, and now we can go and play through the quest to unlock him, which is what we will do here after a bit. If you want, you can also come into your crown store. I believe it's here, Companions. Currently, you can buy for crowns, Tanlorn for 1,000 or Zerith Var for 1,000, and you'll get the quest starter. Or you can get them both for 1,500. Now, if you're an ESO Plus member, you're going to have access to both of them for free. And that's the biggest sidebar here. All companions are locked behind a paywall. I think you should be an ESO Plus member if you're actually going to play Elder Scrolls Online dedicated or really hardcore. If you want real enjoyment out of Elder Scrolls Online, you're going to want your ESO Plus membership. It's a monthly subscription. It helps supports the game, keeps it alive. It's 100% worth it, and it's cheap. Go mow a lawn, and you can get your subscription for the month. You know what I mean? Beg your mom or something. I'm not saying spend in the game, but if you're ever going to spend, this would be what you want to buy as ESO Plus. ESO Plus gives you access to all the DLCs and these companions. Each companions, actually, they pop up in different DLCs, so you could also come specifically into the DLCs and buy those. And then if you have access to that zone, obviously, you could go there and unlock those said companions. So I believe it's High Isle has some. Blackwood has Miri and Bastion companions. Oradon is base game for top 10 Lauren, and Zerith Var is in the base game in Reaper's March. And there's a couple, like Ember is actually, I believe, in High Isle or Somerset, one of the two. High Isle, I do believe. But it is to say you can unlock the DLC and not get the ESO Plus, and then you would have access to these companions. I just recommend getting ESO Plus, okay? If you're not going to spend, you won't have a companion. Sorry, that's just the hard fact. You're not going to be able to get a companion unless one eventually becomes free to play somehow. Alright, so now that we've talked about that, we've accepted the quest for Zerith Var. Let's kind of talk about how to build up that rapport with our Zerith Var. Pull this up, boom. Alright, so over here on the website, ElderScrollsOnline.com, I went down to Zerith Var. And you can do this for any character. It'll tell you, right here it says how to add rapport. This adds 125 rapport for completing a Northern Elsewhere Defense Force daily quest. So I will be doing one of these every single day. But to unlock this daily, I actually have to play through the Elsewhere Chapter Prologue quests, the Demon Weapon and the Halls of Colossus. So we'll have to do the intro quest to Northern Elsewhere, and then we'll be able to collect this daily every day in Grotwood. There's a mission that you can get in Grotwood, rather, right here. Northern Elsewhere Gate in Grotwood. And I'll do that once a day, and I'll get to 125. And doing it that way over the month long, doing it once a day, I will max out his rapport is what my plan is. There's tons of other ways, but a lot of these I don't recommend because they are time consuming and it sucks to remember them all. So just look at the highlights here that are really, really simple. Killing a dragon, destroying a dark anchor, we're going to be doing that while we're questing anyway. If we ever do infinite archives, defeating a marauder. Harvesting from a water node. So every water node I see I will pick up because he's going to like that and it's going to help build up his rapport by 5. Looting a heavy sack will build it up by 5, and that's actually his perk. Zerith Var has a perk, and what it does is it makes heavy sacks glow bright blue, so they're very, very easy to see. If you don't have this perk, they're very hard to see, and you'll miss 90% of them. They blend into their surroundings in the background. They're very dark in color. His perk is phenomenal. Heavy sacks give you amazing, amazing loot. So killing vampires, a skeleton, a Dromothra, all these things are going to add 1 rapport. There's tons of vampires and skeletons when you're out questing in the game, so this will passively level him up as well. But for the main part is obviously harvesting a water node and doing my daily are the two main things I'm going to be focused on doing personally to get his rapport maxed. The bad things, you might want to read through these on the companion you choose as well. Like I said, he's a newer companion, so he doesn't have a lot of them that are going to affect him. The biggest thing for me to pay attention to is don't use the Blade of Woe, which I don't have. Never take Zerith Var to Cold Harbor, the Hollow City, because it will hurt your rapport. So you're going to want a different companion when you play through that questline section. Never sell or launder stolen items with him. And another one here that I was actually... Murder civilians, wow. So that's basically the big ones. Don't ever take him to Cold Harbor. Don't do any thieving or selling of stolen goods, and never use the Blade of Woe. The rest of these I won't actually do probably ever. I'm not a vampire, so I don't have to worry about that. But that's the downside. So just beware not to do those so it doesn't reduce your rapport. And focus on doing your daily every day and some of these small things to max your rapport. Some people actually like to do their daily and then go to a dungeon. It's recommended to go to... Let me jump back in game here. Boom. Map. So for Zerith Var, I've seen somewhere it's recommended you come up to the... It's called a public dungeon. And it's right here in Mournhold. And you go in here and it's filled with skeletons. And you've seen every skeleton we kill, we gain rapport, right? So you actually, people will do their daily and then they'll go in there and they'll just run in circles, grinding, killing skeletons to max out Zerith Var. It takes forever in my opinion. But I'm going to do the daily and then just as I kill things, he'll naturally level up. I'm not going to force it to happen, essentially. But that's how you level Zerith Var once we get him. Now, to move forward here, I guess I would just say companions are awesome, man. It's like having a friend that always wants to do what you want to do, right? Or a guildmate that always wants to do what you want to do. Normally, you would say, hey, buddy, you know, you have a real-life friend or somebody in your guild, and you go and do a dungeon or quest or a world boss together, but then he wants to go fishing, and you don't. You want to go questing. This way, you don't have to worry about the argument or going out on your own. You can just summon your companion, and they always want to do exactly what you want to do, right? I think this is one of the most amazing things they've added to this game. It's badass, essentially. Companions are going to bring us more loot and more enjoyable experience. I would say at least 90% of this game is played by yourself. You can play more with other people if you choose to, but for the most part, questing, exploring, farming, it's all done by yourself. Now you have a companion to do it with, and it just makes it that much better, right? Makes it that much easier. Alright, definitely comment down below if you have anything to add to the conversation, any questions that I didn't answer, or you need me to explain something more in depth. I'm happy to do that. But for the second half of this video now, we're actually going to go play through the quest, A Moonlit Shadow, and unlock Zerith Var. We're actually going to see what the story's about, all that good stuff. I will be cutting out all the parts of me running clear across the map to get to where I need to go, and you'll just see me in the main battle scenes and the main conversations, essentially. So here in my journal, A Moonlit Shadow. I found a note from Crenzy of the Twilight Cantors asking someone to investigate the signs from Azura of someone in need. To find out more and help with the investigation, I'm supposed to meet her at the Moonmont Way Shrine in Reaper's March. I should find Cantor Crenzy in the Southern Reaper's March and learn more about her request. So I just hit M, and it shows us where we need to go. Down here, I have no way shrines to travel to get closer. It is in Reaper's March. So next, I'm going to zoom out again, and I see where it's at, and I'm going to pick the closest way shrine I can and run there. Okay. So I'm going to travel to this way shrine, and I'm going to run down this road, collecting way shrines and sky shards and nodes, making money, and then I'm going to run all the way through Reaper's March, down there. And we'll actually reconvene once we get down there and start doing the quest. I will say if you're a newer player and you're in a guild somehow, or you do join a guild and then you're doing this quest, you can always go into your guilds and you can go to roster. And you can actually click on where the person's at if they're in Rock Hall somewhere, and you can travel to them by clicking on them. Let's actually do it this way. Ivory Syndicate. So I'll look for somebody that's in Rock Hall. If nobody, or Reaper's March rather. Click on him, I can hit travel to player, and I could actually jump from here to Reaper's March. And that'll get me a lot closer to where I need to go, saving me tons of time travel time to get this done as a new player. That's one of the perks of joining a guild, is just being able to fast travel for free. Let's actually try this and see where it takes us. Travel to player. Got my little Moloch ball there. I imagine I'll throw us into Rolka. That's where everybody goes to shop and hang out. It used to be a really popular place back in the day. I think it still is. Uh-oh, we're in the loading screen of doom. Dun dun. So it did throw us into Rolka, and that's amazing. That saved us so much time just traveling there. We're actually in the center hub now. You'll see, because we got here, it unlocked another way shrine. We would have had to run all the way from here down through here. So now I'm going to continue, and I'm going to get down here, and then we will reconvene. So we made it down to the Moonmont Way Shrine. Here's Krenzi. Let's actually dive in here and do a little... see what's popping off.
A is an omen of someone in need.
Priorities, my Sahida? The answer is no.
We have greater concerns. Let someone else see to your fallen star.
Huh.
Ah, you received my summons. Good. I am Krenzi of the Twilight Cantors, in service to Azura. Did you see the falling star? A sure sign from the mother of all Khajiit that someone is in great need. I am certain of it.
I didn't see a falling star.
It blazed with blue soul fire, burning the sky as it fell toward Moonmont. The signs could not be more clear. I wanted to investigate, but High Cantor Viti forbade me.
If someone is in need of help, why won't they let you look into it?
The tall Inquisitor here has need of the Twilight Cantors. Viti and I have been conscripted into service, and that service is elsewhere, apparently. But that is why I sent for you, so you could investigate. Surely Azura will reward your efforts.
Alright, I'll investigate this star that fell near Moonmont.
Thank you, Walker. Watch for the spirit of a little cat. Azura often sends such messengers when the need is great. And do be careful. Rumor has it that Moonmont is overrun with Dromathra. May Azura keep the dark from ensnaring your spirit.
You really think I'll encounter a spirit cat?
Oh, I do indeed. I caught a glimpse of such a spirit to the south. But when I requested permission to investigate, Cantor Vidi refused to grant it. We Cantors have many, many songs describing such events. Another sign that someone needs help.
Could this spirit cat not be some kind of trick?
With those large, friendly eyes and the cutest little whiskers? No. Dark spirits like Dromathra take a different shape, and have for thousands of years. This is no trick of Namira. Find the spirit, and determine what must be done.
Tell me more about the Dromathra.
When Khajiit in strife hear the drums of the bent dance, it means the void of Namira seeks to ensnare their souls. Twilight Cantors like myself can exorcise that darkness. But if we do not get there in time, or fail, the Khajiit become Dromathra.
The bent dance?
The beating of the dark heart of Lorkaj. If one listens for the whispers of Namira, the Lady of Decay, the drums of the bent dance are sure to follow. To speak too much of these evil things only serves to invite them in. Be wary.
So what should I do if I encounter the Dromathra at Moonmont?
Defend yourself. When you defeat Dromathra, they retreat to the void, Namira's plane of darkness. If you had a Twilight Cantor with you, we could banish their spirits permanently. But as much as I would like to accompany you, I am forbidden.
Who are the others with you?
High Cantor Viti and Inquisitor Sabinar. Certainly. You could talk to them yourself, but they have little patience for strangers.
Tell me about the Viti.
I am still getting used to such a formal title for her. I am her Sahida, her protege. In Viti, Azura's love and devotion takes a much more rigid form than other Twilight Cantors you may have met. But I value her guidance all the same.
Tell me more about the Twilight Cantors.
Outsiders sometimes think of us as acolytes of Azura. Our devotion to her allows us to exorcise dark spirits through the art of song. When not on a mission, we wander where we like. Or we used to.
Tell me about Inquisitor Sabinar.
I tried to get on his good side, Walker. I really did. He does not seem to have one. He is an inquisitor of the Torval Curiata, the militant arm of those who uphold the Zerith Var epiphany. As far as I can tell, he is very good at his job.
Zerith Var epiphany?
A tenet of faith that reveres the moon spirits, Joan and Jode. We Cantors instead are permitted to serve and follow Azura. Our songs are too valuable for us to be excluded from the faith.
Have you worked with Inquisitor Sabinar long?
Too long, it feels like. The Inquisitors only recently pressed us into service. They have need of our songs, or would hardly bother with us otherwise. Our worship of Azura does not fit in their neat little box of what constitutes proper faith.
Then why help them at all?
Refusal to require our songs? Kes Cardesi, it is unthinkable. Yes, they force us into these uniforms and bestow our elders with fancy, high-ranking titles, and they keep us from wandering where we like. Still, they need our help.
Alright, so it sounds like she's a jerkwad, he's an asshole, and Quincy's badass. She's really, really sweet and kind. So we're gonna go look for this spirit cat. See if we can't get to the bottom of this falling star. Lots of scary movies like Aliens and shit starts off like this. Jacques. Apparently we can pet a spirit cat. That's pretty hardcore. Worked up about those Dromothra were like wet farts. Enter the tomb.
This cra my head. Azura, forgive my cursing in a holy place. Is this a holy place? Where am I? And who are you?
I don't understand why you're posed like David Hasselhoff on the beach. I'm Pamzilla. We're near Moonmont and Reaper's March.
A strange name to follow an even stranger dream. I circled the feet of Azura, longing to be held aloft. She scooped me up and cast me down. I fell and fell. And now I'm here, in this. Is this a tomb? How did you get in here?
A Twilight Cantor sent me to search for a fallen star near Moonmont. A spirit cat led me here. His name was Jacques.
Your words confuse me, Jal. A fallen star suggests someone is in great need. And a spirit cat. Azura's claws stir the sand indeed. Let us start over. I am Zerith Var, Hadalit of the Hidden Moon. I am... Wait. Where is my moonclaw?
What's a moonclaw?
A sacred tool of my order. A gift from Azura herself. I am bonded to it. I think I feel it nearby, but I am weak. For our safety, I cannot be parted from it. Please, help me find it, and anything else that might explain how I ended up here.
I'll look around for the moonclaw and see what else I can find.
Please, the moonclaw. It is a... what is the word? Armlet? Metal hoop for your wrist, with a stone like moonlight. I would search with you, but I feel very weak. I am not yet ready to get to my feet.
Alright, you just chill there, buddy. We're on the case. So we found his moonclaw. Looks like a bracelet. Hey, we got a design. In this consecrated hall lies Zerith Var, raised by nomads, bane of shadows, savior of lost souls, beloved brother of our order. Here he lies, a death undying, untouched by Namira. His body does not decay. How in death as in life, now in death as in life, he guides souls to find the crossing. With him fell the threat of Rajaska, for which we are forever grateful. May his soul at last find peace. Alright. Made total sense. I have no idea what it's talking about, but we're gonna find out, that's for sure. Hey, motif. I like those. His crescent blade.
You found it. I thank you, Charles. Like the moons above, my strength returns to me in phases. Ah, there.
I also found this crescent blade and the stone tablet. I think you should read it.
Very well. That blade seems long neglected. But this tablet, Zerith Var, this tomb is mine. Memory of my apparent death is slow to return. Pray, tell me, Jal, what year is it?
It's the year 582 of the Second Era.
Second Era? That cannot be right. Listen, I am Zerith Var, necromancer of the Order of the Hidden Moon. I know nothing of eras. In my time, we only had years. This tablet says I died fighting a Rajaska. Do you know what this stone means?
I've never heard of the Order of the Hidden Moon. You are a necromancer?
Perhaps not this sort
Put your football
of
stuff up.
necromancer you expect. I vanquish dark spirits through Azura's power of redemption. You said we are in Moonmont. Come with me to Ralka. Azura willing, the shrine of my order remains hidden there. You will see.
Alright, so he's a light weaving necromancer.
I will meet you in Ralka then.
You will.
Perhaps everything will make more sense once I step out.
I would have talked to him more there, but he's confused still, and it's just like, it's almost a waste of time in my
I
opinion.
know it fell around here somewhere.
With more of our questions answered later.
Right, moons, Walker. Who was that? Walker, that's Khajiit. Was that the person in need?
I found the spirit cat. It led me to this tomb. Zerith Var was inside. But what are you doing
I
here?
could not ignore Azura's sign any longer, so I slipped away when the High Cantor and the Inquisitor were otherwise engaged. But what was this Zerith Var doing inside an ancient tomb? Did he follow the spirit cat as well?
He actually awoke inside the tomb. He's been in there for a long, long time. I think it's actually his tomb.
Well, he certainly did not appear to be a corpse, at least as far as I could tell. Maybe he fell and hit his head or something. Though that doesn't explain the glowing eyes. Where did this Zerith Var go?
He wants me to meet him in Ralka.
Sis, I need to get back. I am beholden to the Torval Kyriata, and they are mobilizing for some sort of attack. I will try to find you in Rolka if I can slip away again. Good luck, Walker, and stay safe.
How'd you manage to slip away from the Inquisitor Sabanar?
High Cantor Viti was kind enough to distract him for me with bracing talk of righteousness and heresy. Plus, I have always been good at slipping through the shadows. But I cannot linger. My voice is needed wherever the Inquisitor takes us next.
Good day. So we're gonna head over to Ralka. The woolly mammoth. Really? Come on, Bob.
is all that remains of Rolka? What happened to
This
my
one
city?
warns you, Jik. Screaming nonsense in Roka will get you caged. Control yourself, or the guard will.
Uh-oh.
I recognize the bones, but the rest, Alfashna. My ancestors did not defy the stripe and death, just to let this holy ground be stamped down to simple tents and stalls. I must be very far from my own time, if this is what Ralka is reduced to.
The city was different back in your day, eh?
I'll be back.
If only you could have
Have fun.
seen it. I barely recognize
Love
what
you.
remains.
I love you.
Back in that tomb, I confess I thought you were the senseless one. Now I see the truth. I must have sounded mad going on like that. But you came after me anyway. Thank you.
You said there was a shrine for your order here.
I did. In my time, the Order was respected, revered for what we could accomplish. But we were also feared. And so our sanctuaries were hidden. Perhaps well enough to survive to the present age.
Where can we find that sanctuary?
Just ahead lies the Temple of Two Moons Dance. The entrance for my cloister should be around the back. Let us hope something remains of it. And may Azura's guidance illuminate why she cast me down to this time.
Alright, let's go find this entrance.
Look to the southeast side of the temple's base. An entrance to the Hidden Moon Sanctuary should be there. To think, even the Temple of Two Moons Dance could be left in such disrepair. My fur falls out just looking at it.
What was all that with the city guard?
I made such great haste to get here that I arrived quite parched. I asked one of those traders for a drink of water, and asked how much farther it was to Ralka. When I was told that I had already arrived, I did not react well.
And that drew the guard's attention, huh?
I may have shouted a bit, spilled some water, knocked over a display while trying to keep myself upright. It does not matter. I suppose being dressed in these rags does me no favors. But finding my cloister, that is what matters now.
Alright. What he said. Finding his cloister.
The door should be around the back of the temple, on the southeast side. Or perhaps the years have turned it into a sugar stall. We will see. The entrance is here. See how it opens.
Shrine of the
It
Hidden Moon.
recognizes me as a member of the Order, no longer a sanctuary. Who I had hoped, with Ralka still standing. But no. The Order of
Shendo Ri. Word has reached our small shrine of danger from within our order. A Mahadalit from Corinthi arrived, having fled her cloister to warn us. She says Arum Kal has forsaken Azura and sways the brothers and sisters of our order to follow Namira. Can this be true? How could such a thing happen? We beg you for clarity. As we have no Moonclaw armed adepts here, I will send this letter by courier and hope it reaches you swiftly at Ashen Scar. Until we hear back, we will pray the wards of our shrine hold against those that seek only to harm. If they do not, know that we will fight until our last to bring Azura's fallen children back from the dark. Apparently they didn't make it. Would be my guess what I'm getting
How
at.
little is left of the world I knew. My clan is gone. Our bones and sanctuaries left to crumble to dust. I do not understand. Why was I sent here? I would rather have gone to the sands behind the stars than be sent back to see this.
There must be a reason. Remember the fallen star.
If my Moonclaw had power, I could invite forth the spirits of those I knew in life. But what comfort or answers could the dead give me? I tread the domain of the living once again. I must do as I did in life to find guidance.
What do you mean?
If Azura sent me back, I do not think it was simply to make me suffer. She must wish me to perform some kind of service. I will consecrate the remains here, and then beseech her for guidance. Will you assist me?
What do you need me to do?
That prayer book.
Bless you.
Consult it for what I might say. The sand between my ears persists. I need to be reminded of what I once knew in my heart. All these bones belong to Khajiit I never knew. Through them, I will bid my clan, my family, farewell.
I'll examine the prayer book.
I remember. The rite requires moon sugar water. There should be some in the...
Moon sugar water.
Walker, this one followed your steps and... You are the transient that spoke with Cantor Crincy, yes? She instructed you to investigate a phenomenon she witnessed at Moonmont. The Torval Curiata would like to know what you have discovered.
What do you need to know?
You are ignorant of the Torval Curiata's Inquisition. There is but one cause for us to seek knowledge on any subject, to protect the true faith of the Riddlethar Epiphany from heresy. Now, your findings at Moonmont. Describe them.
What will you do with this information?
This one and these fellow Inquisitors will judge if your findings pose a threat to the true faith. And if it does, we will use all of our considerable means to burn the heresy and corruption from this land in the Riddlethar's name. Now, speak.
Fuck you. I plead my fifth or the Fifth Amendment or whatever. Remain silent.
Silence and mendacity are the seedbed of heresy, Walker.
That guy was a jerk.
This one will have the truth. If not here, then soon.
Come up on me like that, bro. Better show a little respect, son.
Ah, you return. Pour the water into the ritual basin. Mother of Twilight, I beseech you, guide these souls to your crossing with dawn's clarity. I seek guidance. This blue flames. How can this be? Blue flames. That is a call to arms. A signal for the hidden moon. A sign that the dark spirit of great power has pierced the veil of Nirni. That tablet you found in my tomb. It said those spirits were vanquished. What could this mean?
The Rajaska. Are those spirits? Are those the spirits you're talking about?
Rajaska. Yes. From what you told me, they have not stalked Nirni in centuries, but now they return. Perhaps this is why Azura sent me back. The knowledge of how to contend with them is lost. We must find these dark spirits and see them redeemed.
How do we find the Rajaska?
My Moonclaw guides me. Though weak, I can feel its pull. Somewhere east of here, at the shrine of the consummate Surrender, I believe. I must now humbly ask for your aid. The last time I faced the Rajaska alone, it cost me my life. Will you help me?
Hell yeah, I'll help you. But I'm not sure where the shrine of consummate Surrender is.
Perhaps it is called something else now. Let me see your map. Ah, Claw's Strike. I shall mark the spot. Thank you, Zhao. Though, you are not exactly a stranger anymore. Meet me at the shrine, and perhaps we will overcome these troubles as friends.
I'll meet you there.
Once you reach what is now called Claw's Strike, head inside. I will find you there. I hope I am not wrong in thinking you can defend yourself. There is no telling how much of my fighting skills remain after being dead for so long. We will see.
An Inquisitor of the Torval Curiata tried to stop me outside. He said he followed me here.
Inquisitor for the Torval. What? I do not know what you speak of, but Inquisitors do not sound friendly. Are these Inquisitors like the Twilight Cantors you spoke of?
Not exactly. They're working with Krenzi, the Twilight Cantor who sent me after the falling star.
Well, blessings from Azura that you found me then, and not these Inquisitors. No matter. We must deal with this Rajashka threat before we concern ourselves with this Torval, whatever it was.
You changed out of your rags. Where did you get that armor?
I did not pull it from the bones of my fallen brothers and sisters, if that is your concern. I found a cache of supplies and saw fit to equip myself. But I do not wish to stick out like a broken claw in my travels. What do you think of it?
It looks badass, dude. I really dig that armor. You'll fit right in.
Var, such kind words. Function is more important, of course. But what Khajiit does not like to present a sleek and pleasing form. This is not quite what we wore during my order's time, but it will do well enough to protect me.
Alright, so we're headed to Claw's Strike, where our claws will strike. Let's see where we're going. Alright, so we're headed over here. Alright, so we arrived at Claw's Strike. Let's go ahead and level up here. Tip for level 5. Equip multiple items from the same set to increase bonuses. 2 attribute points, 2 skill points. They're actually going to give us an item set of health rings and the racial skill line. So we'll be able to level up our racial passes for the Breton now. So we're actually going to morph Puncturing Strikes. You heal for a percentage of the damage done, or it converts into a stamina ability, which we're going magic build. So we're going to go with Puncturing Sweep, allowing us to heal up a little bit. Sunfire, we're going to morph Vampire's Bane. It increases the duration up to 30 seconds now. So our passives will last for 30 seconds instead of 20. That's huge. Or we can go Reflective Light. Splits the projectile, allowing it to affect 2 additional enemies nearby. Briefly snares enemies hit. So it blasts up to 3 enemies for 3,000 flame damage and an additional 8,500 flame damage over 20 seconds, reducing their movement speed by 40%. Upon activation, we still get our Major Savagery and Major Prophecy for 20 seconds, increasing our spell critical rating. I'm going to go with this one because I don't mind casting it more often. But oftentimes people go with the Vampire's Bane. That way it lasts for 30 seconds. When you're fighting a big boss, you have to cast it a lot less often. I don't mind recasting it, essentially. Let's go ahead and dive in here. I guess before we do, we should put on our gear, huh? So now we can craft in the Dark Elf style. A Soulshine Ring, huh? Let's equip that. I don't think these 2 are worth equipping, but alright. We'll just equip one, and we'll keep our other ring on, so we won't have the set bonus. But that's alright, because the other piece I think is better with the health recovery. I don't know. Let's go ahead and equip it. Boom. We now have a set bonus. It's so insignificant, it's alright. Either way, you're completely fine. Small decisions like that are not going to make or break our game.
This once honorable shrine now serves as a bandit den. I sense the darkness we seek to the east.
Somebody let all the bad guys away. Totally fine with that, by the way. Check our urns here. Alright. It's time to get out of this problem. What do you got, buddy? What do you got? Good enough. ruined reliquary. Home of the necromancer. So as you can see, the Twilight Cantors actually explode the spirits.
Are you all right?
And what Zerith Var aims to do is actually
We must go
release
after
them
the others.
to like heaven or
We
the
will have-
afterlife.
Join us
Instead
when
of
you have
destroying them.
recovered.
They destroy.
Walker, and that strange Khajiit from Moonmont. Zerith Var, was it? It is too dangerous for you to be here. These Drumathra and the powerful ones leading them. I have never seen their like before. None of us have.
Zerith Var and I tracked the Drumathra here.
Walker, you must leave.
No.
The leaders of this incursion, they are why the Inquisitors conscripted us. To fight back against this dark power. We obliterated as many as we could, but our songs are not enough.
Zerith has shown me a hidden moon shrine in Ralka. We did a rite that guided us here, so we belong here.
Hidden Moon? I never heard of this clan. I will have to ask High Cantor Viti about it. She would know. But that is for later. If you have come to help, Azura knows we could use it right now.
Alright, you just told me to leave and now you want me to help. Zerith says Azura sent him here to deal with the Rajaska.
Rashaska. An appropriate name for the powerful spirits. I knew that fallen star was a sign, but now is the time for action, not discussion. High Cantor Viti went after this Rajaska. Please, help her, before more cantors turn to the bent dance.
Alright, we're on it. We'll do what we can to help the Twilight Cantors. Because we're good people like that. You know what I mean? We're here to banish and destroy evil. Wherever it rears its ugly head.
Ravith Morna. She is Dromathra now. Rajaska. To arms. Quickly!
Gotta stand on the outside of the bubble. It's a magical barrier. Takida Morna.
Zerith Anti. I am sorry we did not arrive sooner. With your spirit cleansed, Azura guides you to her crossing.
See, she can now pass over peacefully.
Now you see what I was trained to do. Khajiit that fall to the bent dance of Namira. I straighten their tails. The Hidden Moon's purpose was to tend to the immortal souls of all Khajiit, even those that fell to darkness. Do you understand?
And that's different from what the Twilight Cantors are doing, you're saying?
We both saw the effects of their song. It utterly destroys the spirit, banishes it from existence entirely. Moon's mercy. These souls were Khajiit once. Are we so afraid of the dark now that we destroy anything that staggers out of it?
Is there a way you can teach the Twilight Cantors your way of doing things?
Besha Anzi, in my anger I forget my wisdom. But you possess enough for both of us.
I know.
That must be why Azura sent me here. To show Khajiit of this time the way of mercy through Hidden Moon necromancy. There is just one problem.
What's that?
My Moonclaw's magic wanes. If I am meant to follow this path and teach what I have learned, I must restore it. Just enough power remains to open the portal to the Temple of the Dark Moon. Your help has been invaluable.
You're welcome.
Will you come with me?
Absolutely. I'll go with you to the Temple of the Dark Moon.
Noctra, grant me luck. Canarthi, grant me haste.
To the end of the line, Bucky.
7 shadows. It worked. Take care of your...
So we're going to the Canarthi's Roost. This is the beginner island for the Aldmeri Dominion. It's like Bleach Rock for Ebonheart Pact, essentially.
No, the Dark Moon Temple. It is gone.
Skoma Edel don't stray. Have you been asleep these past 300 years?
Longer than that, perhaps. Loss after loss. Were it not for my hidden moon training, my heart would be Namira's already for all the darkness these discoveries bring me. It is only because of you and the appearance of Jock here that I do not let grief overwhelm me.
Jacques? You mean the spirit cat? He led me to your tomb.
Did he? I ask Azura for guidance and she sends my cat. I suppose the Moon Mother is not without her mischief. Perhaps this means she did not send me back to give up so easily. My heart had space enough for sorrow of this measure in my life before.
We came to restore your Moonclaw. How can we do that if the Temple of the Dark Moons no longer exists?
Let us venture down these cliffs. The temple ruins seem to have been left where they fell. Perhaps, if we sift through the remains, we can still find something carrying the Dark Moon's blessing.
Alright, let's take a look in the
I
ruins.
pray that searching through the ruins below results in more than sorrow and lost time. I should focus on the blessing of you and Jock to guide me. Just think, I could have been found by someone with far less patience, like that nomad there.
Oh shit. Tell me about Jacques.
Ah, my constant companion. I hope he lived a long and happy life after I passed. I found him yowling for help on the streets of Corinth. I took pity, cleaned him up, and replaced his missing eye with a bit of moonstone. You can hardly tell now.
Why did you name him Jacques?
It is not much of a proper name at all. A shortening of Jacques Khajiit. Kitten, I think you would say. With how sharply the sounds roll off the tongue, it means he is small, but tough. A tough little guy.
He's cute too. This little dude right here. I love that guy.
They did not just let this temple crumble, did they?
Now he goes back to yelling at those dudes. What the hell? Inquisitor Tashkia, you are hereby granted an order of assassination for Zerith Var. Tall, Cathay male, white fur with gray-black stripes, glowing blue eyes. They should have led with glowing blue eyes. High Cantor VT reports that a Cantor under her charge witnessed this necromancer heretic and probable lich emerge from a derelict tomb in Moonmont. It is advised that you follow him unseen to determine the whereabouts of a possible phylactery before attempting assassination. Additional note, per your report of his accomplice, any ally of the necromancer is an enemy of the Torval Curiata. Therefore, this order of assassination extends elimination of this Breton as well. In the Riddlethar's name, Grand Inquisitor Arsalan.
Lich. Heretic.
He sounds like an asshole. So.
Escredesi.
Burn these dudes down. He was not a very great assassin, I must say.
You found something? Please, let me see that note. Perhaps it will distract me from the knowledge that these once holy catacombs are now a midden. My eyes are glowing. I did not know that. Small wonder these inquisitors seek to kill me.
What do your glowing eyes have to do with anything?
Glowing eyes, risen from the dead. I must remind them of the Dromathra, our shared enemy. They mention a High Cantor Viti here. Was she one of the moon singers we saw at the shrine of... at Claw's Strike?
She was. She was one of the Twilight Cantors. Cantor Crinzy works with her, actually.
Crinzy? The little doggy you spoke to, yes? She seemed curious of my nature and presence, but not afraid. Too bad the same cannot be said of her fellow moon singer, High Cantor, whoever. Did you find anything else?
I found this black pearl inside that ruined altar. Can it help to restore your moon claw?
Moon Mother be praised. It carries the Dark Moon's blessing. In all my years, I am called a heretic. Perhaps with your help and my moon claw restored, we can drive back the Rajaska and show these Inquisitors we are on the same side.
Huh. See if that pearl restores your moon claw first. Let's not get ahead of
Moon
ourselves
claw
here,
is
buddy.
restored, but it bears warning of another incursion. Quickly, we must go.
Back to Reaper's March we go. So we're hoping to restore his powers, his memories. We're learning his story, his backstory, his lore, who he is.
This Var, this Zerith dwelling, what an eyesore. The young Cantor,
This one heard
the other one.
Viti! Walker, I am relieved to see you alive. I thought I could trust my mentor with what I learned about Zerith Var, but she turned right around and told the Inquisitors. Thank Azura you managed to evade them. But I fear you arrived too late.
Too late for what? What happened after we left you at Claw Strike?
After you left, more Inquisitors rallied us for another incursion here at the Vile Manse. But it was even more of the same. The rest of our sisters were dragged away by that thing, that Rajaska. I failed them.
Dragged them where?
To the Undercroft beneath the Vile Manse. If my fellow Twilight Cantors are not Stromothra already, they will be soon. And then they will be lost for good. There is nothing that can be done.
Actually, we might be able to help. Let me talk with my homie Zerith Var real quick.
We are on the same... I fear our little moon singer is right. Her friends have been taken by the leader of all Rajaska. They will be bent, forced to join in a chorus of shadows. Her training has not prepared her to do anything about it. But mine has.
You were starting to worry me there a little bit, so we can help, you say.
My friend, you ask a knife to cut, the birds to sing, the moons to rise. Walking the path of darkness in service to Azura is what I was made for. But it is a perilous path. Knowing this, will you still walk it with me?
I'll definitely help you out, brother.
Then, as Joan follows Jode, we move as one. A bond of fellowship, of two souls made better by one another. May that bond see us through to the other side of this darkness. Together.
Alright, let's go kick some ass.
Shake the fear from your heart, Jarithanti. We will see.
It's really
what
well
Cantor
written,
say.
in my opinion.
But the Rajaska...
It gets me stoked to have a companion, you know what I mean? We're bonding right now, over killing shit. It's pretty cool. Just saying.
Death seeps up
So we will
from
do
the
this public dungeon
catacombs.
later down the road,
We
so
must
currently
find
I'm
a
just
way
going to go
below
through with the
and
mission.
locate the Cantors.
Normally I grab all the stuff off the walls, the vegetables, the fruit, all that good stuff. I search all this stuff as well. That's how I play the game. But for the purposes of this
To the
video,
northwest, I think.
we're going to stick to the quest.
To the side!
Damn, that frickin' Arcanus just come through and melted. Makes our journey a little faster. Thank you. Come again.
I need healing!
We leveled up. Let's do it. Level 6. Tip. Filled soul gems can be used to resurrect. They can also restore the magical charges on your weapon. 1 attribute point, 1 skill point, 3 soul gems, and a bound crown experience scroll. Let's grab that. Yes, please. Restoring light. So, Rush Ceremony, we're going to actually morph this into Breath of Life. Heals a second target for 1/3 of the amount. We could go Honor of the Dead. It refunds part of the ability's cost when used to heal an injured target. I want to heal more targets, so I go this route as a healer. That's just how I get down. Pick what you think's best for you personally.
Through there,
Ooh, the boss. We're
my
gonna fight the
moon
boss.
claw senses it.
She's done
We
for.
are close.
Take the healer out first. Booyah, boy. So we got a Smuggler's Inferno Staff. And when I get new gear, I like to come in and instantly equip it, or bind it, rather. So it is an Inferno Staff, so we will be using it. You'll see it up in the top right corner, that box says Bind on Equip, Not Collected. You could right-click and bind it, which will put it into your sticker book. I'm just going to go ahead and equip it. It'll put us into our sticker book anyway. Set's updated. So now I can always craft in that style or that set. We're also going to throw on our scroll. Check our other gear, we're good. Let's go kick some ass. Where's this Rajaska?
These vaults hold relics stained with dark history.
Got me out here on my day off fighting these demons and shit. Couldn't ask for a better day off. Inventory letter. Commander, according to your appraiser, these items supposedly hail from the Merithic era. Hunt lords of this time were fabled to have confiscated weapons from peasants and indiscriminately ransacked temples all across the 16 kingdoms. Being from so long ago, they are not easily verified. However, your appraiser insists they are artifacts kept in remembrance of the violence between his people. Considering our current mission, I think they will make fine additions to your private collection. Yours truly, Sergeant Atlas. So that has nothing to do with what we're doing right now. Sorry, I read through it. I like to know the lore and what's going on. Nice maneuver. Are he knocking us back like that? I like that. So I'm going to grab the nightstands here. Hopefully we'll get some motifs. Never pass a backpack. They are the greatest thing in the game. They drop some of the best shit, dude. Motifs, all sorts of shit. Recipes, blueprints. Backpacks are like the creme de la creme. Alright, we're going in. Undercroft Prison.
The song of the Rajaska. It bends these twilight cantors into Dromathra.
Ravath Morna.
Morna. My newborn
Morna.
Rajaska. Sing for them the next verse.
Claws out, my friend. Here we go.
Now, Zerith,
Burn her down.
this song.
See if I can get behind her. Oh, she's focused on me. He needs to pull it off. He's letting me down. You're letting me down. Just standing there blocking. Look at this shit. Attack. Attack. Welcome back, babe. Welcome back.
Yes, I am back.
I'm almost done with this video.
What?
I'm almost done with the video.
Cantor Zeabi, with your spirit
I'm almost done with the
cleansed,
video.
Azura guides
Oh,
you
okay.
to the cross. Find peace in her embrace. Quickly, everyone. Let us leave this dark place. I am sorry, Rithantin. I can cleanse your souls, but I am powerless to stop the corruption before it overtakes you.
Oh, This the Twilight Cantors can
The
do.
songs of these Twilight Cantors can stop souls from falling to the bent dance? In my time, we had no such songs. I am glad to see it. Yet this means they are at greatest risk of being haunted by that Rajaska jar.
Sorry about the dog barking. My girlfriend came home and apparently my dog's a fruitcake. She barks at her own shadow. She's crazy. Rajaska Jar.
The leader of the Rajaska, the first of their kind. Her name is Ravith Morna. She will prey on these Cantors, rebuild her ranks. I died when I faced her, but then I was alone. Here and now, I think you and I are meant to act together to stop her.
Why do you think that?
Why else did Azura send you to find me? These Cantors fear me, except for Crinzy, and the Inquisitors wish to kill me. It was you who found me, guided me, helped me deliver salvation. Now my Moonclaw gives a faint pull. It leads me to you, Tamit.
Nice. Tamit. What does that word mean?
In my time, it was a word of partnership. If we travel together, our souls will move as twin moons, strengthened by our bond. You see, the world has changed much since my time. There is much for me to explore and learn. I am eager to see it all.
Are you saying you want to travel with me?
I would stand with no one else. We stepped into the light from the shadow of my tomb. Together we struck against the darkness beyond the world. We saved these Cantors, and perhaps even made a friend in Crinzy. I am honored to walk at your side.
Likewise, good sir. So now we've unlocked
When you are
it.
ready to hunt the darkness, send for me, my friend.
Oh, he's bouncing out. Okay. No, that's what they do. It's okay. So, I have him on my hotbar, or I did, I
Who
thought.
will banish dark spirits if all
Let's
our
actually pull
kind
this up.
fall to their
Collections.
song?
Don't say such
Zerith
things,
Var.
Serenza.
We'll
Do
put him
not
right down
give
here by our
in to
merchant.
hopelessness. The
So now I
High
can quick call
Cantor
him,
will
boom.
figure something out.
I'm waving at the air. Interesting. Oh, he popped up. There he is.
Walk paths as many as Akka.
You'll see this version's carrying a shield and a sword. Because I'm running a sword and board. I'm trying to build him as a tank.
Yes?
Companions menu. So a quick overview here, and then we'll wrap the video up. You can see he's already level 19. Like it said before in the beginning of the video, their level up process, their skills, and their equipment. As you can see over here, all this equipment I have equipped with him on another character that I built carries over. It works between all your characters. The only thing that doesn't is this rapport. It starts off in the middle. And that's why we'll go do the daily now for him. Get those rapport points, and it'll start building up till it's maxed out. Once it's maxed out, we'll have this companion perk all the time. Jacques uses his keen eyes to point out heavy sacks. Like I said, heavy sacks are hard to see. I haven't picked up very many as you've seen in the video, but I'm sure we ran by several. They'll now glow because he's our companion. It makes them light up bright, and we'll see them everywhere in the world. We'll get a lot more loot that way, essentially. It's really, really cool. I get that perk just because he's traveling with me, but once we max the rapport, we'll get it no matter what, even if we have somebody else as our companion. Or even if we don't have a companion out, we'll still get the perk once this is maxed. So we're actually going to work on it. I don't have an outfit I put on him yet. I guess we could look. Oh, you can actually build one. Then you can go over to their skills. You can actually, they got their own skill trees here, and pick between their different skills. Build them for tanking, healing, or DPS. You can build them with weapon skills if you choose to. Right now I'm running sword and board for tanking. This way he can taunt somebody and they'll actually be forced to attack him. Armor, they've got it all, man. Guilds. So to level up their guilds, you have to do this with each one of them. You can see mine are already maxed. But you go into a fighter's guild daily, a mage's guild daily, or an undaunted daily. And you can get all those quests in your capital city. I'll actually show you here real quick. So for me, it's going to be in Mournhold and Deshawn right here. You just go to the Fighters Guild in your capital city, which is right here, and there'll be a Fighters Guild daily. Go to the Mages Guild, get the Mages Guild daily, and there's a guy that stands over by the Undaunted pledges that gives you the Undaunted daily. This will be the same for you if you're in Aldmeri Dominion. It'll be in Grotwood, right here in the big tree, right outside by your Undaunted Enclave, or the Fighters or Mages Guild. And then it'll be in Stormhaven, Wayrest. Fighters Guild, Mages Guild, or the Undaunted Enclave is where you'll find those dailies. And then you have to, every time you do one of those, it actually levels that up one level for the companion you have out running with you. So, obviously I've ran 10 of each with Zerith Var because I've got that maxed out. So, the main thing that I need to focus on now is his rapport and just leveling it up every day, essentially. That's what I'm going to do. I will change out his skills. This is what I got set up right now. This is nowhere near what you should be doing or meta or anything. Once I get that figured out, I will make a personalized video. Collectibles, you can actually put costumes. Let's set as active. So, oh my god, that looks terrible. He's going to wear the feminine version because I'm a female. So it looks like a woman's version of the costume. I can put him in anything I want. Let's put him in Mercy attire. Oh, he looks badass, don't he? That's the outfit I'm wearing right now. I can make him Manny Marco because he's a necromancer. Let's try this one. That looks frickin' badass. I like his original better though, so we'll put that away and we'll leave him with his original armor. I just think it looks amazing. You can then come in and set an actual mount for them. It's on default. I'm going to click random. So that way he'll randomly get a mount on all these out of the ones I've collected. And that way I can see some of my different mounts that I've unlocked over time. So when we mount up, let's see who he pulls out. He pulled out my flaming camel. That's pretty cool. It'd be cool if his mount did it when mine does this. They spit fire and shit. That'd be cool to see. Alright, that's where we're going to wrap the video. Definitely like, subscribe. Comment down below if there's anything that I missed or you want to add to the conversation. If you have any more questions, something you need more explained in more depth, I'm happy to do that. Otherwise, definitely like, subscribe, and we'll catch you all in the next one.